There was a thing that said, I saw this video and it said that sometimes we don't realize the price we have to pay for the things that we know. Like sometimes when we acquire the knowledge that we acquire and everything else, when we acquire some of these things, sometimes there's a price that comes with it because now you know more. Now, since you know more, you have to act different. You have to act accordingly. Sometimes that requires, things around you acting different or things that used to be around you ain't around you no more. Um, you don't like the same stuff. You don't interact with the same stuff. You don't have the same ideas about the same stuff, about the same things. And and all that just shows, all that is just something to see how devoted you really are. Because it's easy to kind of go back to the things that kind of make you feel comfortable and all the rest of it. Like it's easy to do those things. But it's like at the same time, there's a thing within you that will always know that you deserve a lot more than what you're giving yourself, regardless of what it is. It's about realizing, and I think I said this probably yesterday. It's about realizing that everything that you have, you already have it. Everything that you want, you already have in this present moment. It's all about just being different, being different every moment because every moment you're creating. You know what I mean? You're creating. How are you choosing to be every moment? How are you choosing to be? We came a long way. We came a long way. And just realizing that like you go automatically go back to is not even about going back to the path no more because the path is authentically you now. The things that you used to struggle doing, you do it with ease. You do it with ease. You do it with absolute ease and perfection. When it comes to your creativity, when it comes to your work ethic, when it comes to you taking care of your health, everything's automatic now. And and truly, 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 it's about enjoying everything that is right now. You know, a lot of us from the From the highest class to the lowest, we all have our traumas. We all do. We all do. What makes it different from everybody else is that everybody handles it differently. Everybody knows what it is. People worked on it, some people did. And like, realistically, you would never know what's going on in another person's psyche or another person's internal world. And this is not to judge anybody, this is just for understanding, but it's also understanding of self and realizing how important it is for you to be authentically who you are. You to follow your own internal map. We all got our own internal map, our own internal compass that we must follow. So yeah, every moment, who you going to choose to be? Things feel bored. Things feel a little bit boring and everything else. And sometimes it can be these quiet moments where it's like, man, and like I wouldn't mind just getting a taste of like the old shit again. You know what I'm saying? But deep down in your heart, you realize that you work too hard, regardless of how it may look. You work too hard just to say fuck it. You work way too fucking hard just to say fuck it. You know what I mean? It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful how much love God had, like how much love there is. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Um, there's still some ideas that I still need to fight through and everything else. Because let me tell you something, man. Like it starts here. It starts here when you're able to accept the truth of life. I'm not saying fucking bombard yourself and enjoy life. Like learn to enjoy life. And I'm talking to myself because you just want to know everything and know everything. But it's like, bro, in this present moment, there's nothing to know. The only thing that you need to know is who you think you are. Who do you think you are in this present moment? What's the I am? Like what is that? In this present moment, who are you choosing to be? Because that's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that matters, man. For real. It's not about blaming. It's not about blaming anybody or anything else because we're the ones that ultimately make the decision. We choose the experience that we choose the experience. Every single experience gonna bring its own world. Every single experience. So it's not about trying to freaking eliminate like all the negativity and everything else. No, it's just about realizing the fact that it's gonna come and is you being able to make peace with it, to be in peace and then through the chaos, because that's faith. That's the middle. That's right there. That's present right there. Through the midst of all of it, you realize that you don't need to fucking pay attention to it. You don't need to pay attention. You don't need to pay attention. Just go on about your day and just say fuck it. You don't need to worry about it because everything always works out. Everything always works out all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Even through all the bad, everything always fucking works out because we're here. Because we're here. We're right fucking here. We're right here throughout all the midst of it. We're here. We're still here. We're still breathing. We're still loving. We're still looking at the sky. We're still looking at the sun. Like all of it. We're experiencing every single bit of it. Every single bit of it. There ain't no need to stress out about the mistakes and go too far into the future and all the rest of it. Bro, be here. Be here because it's like, man, God can do so much things. So much beautiful things, man. It's not just about the churches and the Bible and that. No, like it's like the ultimate infinity of God. Like just how everything works out. It's just incredible to be able to still be here and everything else. The only thing that we do is just pay attention to bullshit. That's all we do. That's all we do. When we realize that we're the ones choosing, we're always choosing every single bit of it. We're always choosing every single fucking experience. And we're always choosing how we look at every single fucking experience. How you doing? Like how we're choosing to live every single experience. Bro, like we have the power. We have the power. We really do. We really do have the power in how we choose every single present moment. And it's all about resting in that. It's all about resting in the fact that, okay, I can see that, the mind was all over the place and everything else, but now I'm able to take control of it. Now things are like this now. Now things are like that. And cut it off. Once things is like that now, that's it. Whether that's it. Don't be so attached to the stories or the body or whatever the case may be, because it's those things that's going to keep you tethered and you know, learn to just be cool, learn to be, Rico Suave, Suave fly, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Be the Mac, be the Mac of your own universe, man. And just fake it till you make it, you know? We can be in our heads and everything else, but like you don't have to. If it's boring, it's boring. Shit. Oh shit. My phone dropped. Like shit. Like if it's boring, shit. All right, cool. Dude, it's peaceful. It's nice. When you're fucking living your fucking wealthy life and everything else, you want to just sit there. You want to just sit in peace. You want to sit at the beach and everything else, and just sit there for hours and hours and hours. All right, do that shit right now. Like you the, like you fucking, like you the Mac Daddy fly in this fucking universe. Do that shit right now, man. You discipline right now. Da 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 da. And just let it go, man. But just realize that, like, even when it comes to that, even when it comes to just these identities, right? Because, like, yeah, like we can get hooked up because, bro, like, even that's going to end. Even that has an ending. So just realizing that, bro, like you're the whole place, man. Like nothing really needs to make sense. All the great stories never made fucking sense. All the great legendary stories that we're so in love with and all the rest of it, it never made sense. All the cool shit and it never made sense. Don't try to make sense of it. And I'm talking to myself and just fucking just do just do what Fantasy Hill does.